start in about a week for you. How did it feel out there for you?
Not bad. Not bad. We had a good week of practice. We battled hard, and you know, I felt ready to go. You know, I thought you know how the game went. I thought both teams battled hard, and you know they were just you know they were opportunistic and made a couple nice plays, and that was the difference.
Pasternak's first goal in the power play. Did you see that puck? It looked like you kind of didn't really know where I was going there.
Yeah, no, I couldn't get a beat on it, unfortunately. You know, obviously as a goalie, you want to try and fight and find a sight line so you can see it, but unfortunately, it was just one of those where you know I just couldn't find a sight line, and he managed to slip it in a pretty tight space. So you know, got a good power play and made a good shot.
Obviously, Boston's record is unbelievable right now. I mean, what do they do in their game? Do you think you guys can incorporate maybe in your own game?
Yeah, I mean, what you have over there is you know a veteran team and a team that has been playing the same way, I think, for I don't know, 15 years. You know, they've got a culture that probably you know very similar to this team's culture. You know, up until a couple of years ago, where they're the same core and the same thing, and kind of just day in day out season, and you know they just do the same thing, and they're confident, and they just stick to it, and so you know they just have that veteran presence that they just make the right play, and they work hard, and they just keep chugging, and right now you know they're just you know they're earning their luck, but you know obviously when you play well you get bounces and things just seem to go your way, so you know I think that's the case. They just play their game and they trust it, and good things are happening for them.
We're at the halfway point here. I mean, if you had to have one takeaway for the first half for you guys, what would it be? What's the first thing when you look at the first half for you guys?
Oh boy, that's a good question. You know, I like the way, you know, I think we're playing overall. Our structure's better. Our compete has been good. You know, obviously you have off games and stuff like that, and we've struggled in different parts of the game. But I think we're building a foundation where, you know, like Boston over there. You know, it doesn't happen overnight, and it takes a commitment to excellence. You know, every day, whether it's practice, games. You know, the first 5 minutes of the game, the last 5 minutes of the game. It's learning and growing. You look at, you know, all good teams. You know, there's growth and there's adversity you face, and you grind and you learn how to win. And I think the first half of the year so far we've instilled positive things into our game, and you know we keep growing and keep committing to it. You know, eventually the results are going to start coming.
So James, that stick save late in the first, yeah, that was pretty amazing on that wraparound, and that was sort of key in keeping you guys in the game for so long till late in the third. And that goal happened. It was 3-1 at the end of the first. So what do you think about that save? What can you tell us what happened there?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you know a goalie makes a great save, it's usually because he made a mistake early on. So you know, in that case, you know, just the way the play went, you know, the guy kind of sucked me out of my net a little bit, and you know, I wanted to make sure he didn't score short side, so you know, I committed to that, and unfortunately, the rebound got away from me, and he was able to take it around the net. So, you know, at that point, you throw everything technical out the door and just try and get across and get something on it. So, lucky for me, I was able to get there.
James, at this halfway point, how would you assess the team's goaltending? Or if it's not fair to ask about the entire team, just how would you assess your own performance so far in the first half?
You know, I think let's call it good. You know, I think that I've played some really good games, and I've had some games where you know I underperformed, and some games where you know I've just been good, and so you know I would same with how our team's growing and how I'm growing. You know, there's ebbs and flows to the season, and you know I hope that in the last half of the season I can I can settle into a really consistent I don't know, basis where I'm giving this team, you know, above average goaltending, really good goaltending every night. And so, you know, I feel first half's been good, but you know, I really want the second half to be great. And you know, like I said, there's no magic solution. You know, it's just coming to the rink every day and working, and that's what I try to do. So, you know, I'm looking forward to a really good second half.
Yeah, thanks, James.
Thank
We've got
you.
David Quinn out in the hallway.